Hi, Gabrielle here. Walking day 89. I can't do this character. Within this point, two characters actually came up within this event that occurred. It was when I was out on the ocean with my dad in his boat, and we had a nice cruise. It was nice weather, sunny out, water was very calm. A nice summer breeze, and it was an enjoyable time. And we pulled up into the dock area, and I was driving on the way home, which I enjoyed doing. And then we got to the point where we have to go and park, and my dad asked me, do you want to park the boat? And within myself, I had a fear, and I realized that I wasn't very confident in parking the boat, because within the space I have to park it, it's small. There's boats and slips on one side, and there's docks on the other, and you have to actually turn the boat around this certain way to get it to be, square with the dock that we needed to tie up to. So I said, okay, I'll try, knowing that I wasn't very confident in doing it. I had done it before once, and it was successful. So I was like, alright, I'll do it again, I'll try. But it's not an easy task. So, plus I have a boat, that I'm handling, and it's powerful and big and can be harmful towards others if not taken responsibility for it and, considered and, made sure that you drive it correctly and properly and safely. And so I went and turned it around, and it ended up, I didn't put it in gear quick enough, and it almost hit another boat in front of us, so I had to, put it back in reverse, and I did it too much, and then my dad was like, put it forward. So I put it forward, and I put it in forward way too much, and the boat went way up like this and was going quickly towards the dock. So sorry, I lost my voice today, so it's like hoarse, but we'll continue here. So the boat went really fast towards the dock, and I somehow slowed it down. Then it got up to the dock, and somehow my dad got out, I wasn't close enough, so we didn't get both lines out to tie up. He got one line, and the other line, so he had to let go, and I actually was on the boat alone, and it was going like this back and forth, and I just couldn't get it straight. And within myself, at a certain point, I did it a few times, and I couldn't get it straight, and I just wanted, within myself, I went into this, I can't do this character. I want to just give up and tell my dad I give up, like I don't want to try this anymore, I don't want to do this. Jump back on the boat. He couldn't jump back on the boat. I was there by myself. I had to do it. There was no other choice. So when I saw that, I can't do this character come into me and, me become this, I can't do this. It's too much, it's too hard, too difficult. I stopped, and within myself I said, breathe. So I took some deep breaths, and then I looked back, and I looked at the motor, and I saw, if I moved it a little bit, I could see how the boat would react to it. So I was actually I was turning the boat too much, and it was turning too much, like it was way, turning. And so I looked at the motor behind me, and I saw that if I turn it slightly, it slightly comes in, and I finally got it, so we got it tied up, and no one got hurt. Boats didn't get hurt. The dock stayed intact, and that was that. And so it was interesting to see this character come out of me, just instantly wanting to give up, because I did the self-forgiveness on limiting myself within this I can't do this character, and just wanting to give up and, not complete the tasks that I set out for myself to do and took responsibility for. And so, pushing myself to continue the task, breathe, and just use physical common sense, practical reality, and figure out a solution and get it done. Do my best to get it done, which I did. I breathed, I looked back, I used my common sense. I saw that the motor was moving as I was moving the wheel, how it was moving, physical reality, how the physical motor was moving as I moved the physical wheel, and the boat finally parked. I finally figured it out. I calculated it, and it worked out. So being physical, being within the physical reality of what I'm doing so I can figure out physically what I have to do to get the situation solved. So that was a cool point to realize within this point of, I don't need to go into this character of giving up and giving in and I can't do this mentality when I can do stuff. I just have to breathe, not allow the point to overwhelm me, and just do it. So this situation, interestingly enough, kind of forced me into this breathing and just do it, because I had no other choice, really. I could let the boat go and, crash it into a dock or something. But it was a pretty, panic. I got panicked and a fear came over me. And it was an intense situation, So within the point also, I realized within the forgiveness that I need to, instead of, trying to please my dad and say, oh yeah, I'll try it, I'll do it, when I realized that I wasn't, confident and comfortable enough to do what I was being asked to do, and all I had to do was say, no, I don't want to do it, and he would do it. He's done it tons of times and is comfortable, and he could have walked me through how to do it before I went and did it. So, realizing that point that, don't go into ego and, try to please others. Make sure I consider myself and, who I am within the task being asked of me. Don't do stuff to try to impress or please or, become a, person you want to be for these people around me, but, live my, consider myself and realize that I can only do what I can do. So I wrote self-forgiveness out on that I can do character when I realized that I actually couldn't do these tasks. And so stopping that. And yeah, it was a cool event to happen to make me see these 2 points and stopping the I can't do this character when situations come and I actually have to practically walk the point and do it, and then take responsibility for myself and don't do things that I'm not comfortable doing. So those were the commitment statements, and I'm going to continue to walk this point and not allow these points to direct me. So that was it for tonight. Thanks for listening.